Say, tap send see and facade way Emma one customers. Knitted you any one UK say. Obet me a creative with tap send wallet no ewa app no eso. Say akoba ne say tap rate no ekostra. Obet me a service car akodu impempen so bi to say 50,000 Ghana cedis. Ane 50,000 Ghana cedis. Na afei, we yin kakra. Say oba on my Ghana mu a. Obetimi a service ka ewa tap send wallet na so. Abra unya ohaw bia. Na tie, tap send atre wo mahye akodru UAE, Netherlands, and Austria. Tap send na easy, fast, and secure. Tap send papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are in that time of the year where creatives are supposed to strategize and move into the year proper, that is in 2024, because I know so many things will be happening in this year if you are in Ghana, because it is an election year. So many activities will be going down, and of course the creative industry will also be very, very active. Therefore, this is the time for you to sit, strategize, plan, and move hard. If you're able to move harder, surely you will achieve. Here in the studio, as entertainment journalists, observers, watchers, pundits, we also sit to analyze some of the happenings in our showbiz space. And in the next hour, we are going to be doing that with two of my panel members, Abbas Muiz, who is in the middle, from Elevate GH as the boss, marketing executive, event person, and of course one of my pundits here, as well as the guy at the extreme end, Roland Amate from Shagzi, Shatter Movement Empire, and Roland Report, both on YouTube and on the .com as well. Off the screens, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is controlling our cameras for us, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. If it is your first time here, Tap Send is also supporting us here on this platform, and they still want you to know that if it is money you want to send from abroad to Ghana, then no app does it better than Tap Send. Get yours today, download it, and use the promo code SammyFlexTV. Meanwhile, you can also be part of those who are benefiting from the wallet. The wallet is more or less like your mini bank on your phone. So anytime you want to send money and the rate is not high, you can relax. When you monitor the exchange rate and it's high, you change the money. Even if you are not ready to send it, you keep it in your wallet. The last time I checked, you could keep about 50,000 Ghana cedis in your wallet. Even if you want to travel from UK to Ghana, you might not hold any cash. Just put all the money in your wallet, come and let's blow it. That is Tap Send wallet for you. Remember to always use the promo code SammyFlex same way anytime you are dealing with the Tap Send wallet. So far, it is the best. UK is enjoying the wallet. I know you also enjoy it in your country in the nearest possible time. In the studio, we are about to talk about some of the relevant and the pertinent issues in our showbiz space. I don't mean the petty ones, the pertinent issues in our showbiz space. And I would want us to start with KK Kabobo, veteran high life artist KK Kabobo. Was it yesterday or some 2 days ago? That was when we talked about his ailment, the fact that he's not feeling well. He's suffering from a liver attack, and he needs intensive medical care, which is really draining him financially. He's been out seeking for public support and those who have enough to help him. Some people have made moves, and we want to share with the world so you can also be enticed, encouraged, motivated, and you can also go ahead to do something to support our ailing veteran KK Kabobo. Remember one of his songs? I'll sing one for you at the end of the show, so wait for it. Richie, give me the post shared by Kwame Miki, another veteran producer, and let's see what they are doing for the veteran high life artists. And it reads, it says, Lovers of High Life GH. So this is a group or a club. Lovers of High Life GH. This afternoon, Lovers of High Life Ghana visitation team led by the founder Edward Owusu Banahini, patron Nana Kachri Kwame Afia, Secretary Frank Obinredu, and some members of the group paid a visit to the home of legendary KK Kabobo as announced yesterday. An undisclosed cash was donated by Nana Kachri Kwame Afia on behalf of the group to the legend to support his medical bills. A singular gesture from patron Kwame Miki was also added to the donation. Legend is doing well and would need our prayers and support as he navigates through these difficult times. We also want to appreciate the following media houses for the coverage: GTV, Adum TV, Ghana News TV, etc., etc. And of course, Sammy Flex TV is also reporting it. Now, so this is the photo, as you can see on your screen. Lovers of GH High Life, or Lovers of High Life GH, you can see them. Kachri Kwame Apia is, no, he's Nana. Yes, Nana Kachri Kwame Apia is also there. So you can see that really and truly they went there to support. And I'm here asking, are we all going to support this way, or some are even going to take advantage to enjoy some publicity or media attention, knowing that, oh, at this time, if you do this, you get some hype, you get some mention here and there. Can some people also do it in a hideous manner? So the stories of showbiz people always coming out to beg for alms will look good a little bit. Or maybe it should be like this. You came out to talk. Let the people give it to you in the outing posture, just as you came out to talk. How do we handle this? Abbas, do you want to start?
Assalamu alaikum.
Malaikum salam.
Very soon Ramadan is closer, so.
Oh yeah. So
a few days to Ramadan.
So yeah.
May he meet all of us in peace.
I have some gig be after that, so I know exactly what it means.
Rasami.
This is a small Ramadan or the big one?
This is the small Salah.
The small Salah, okay.
This one we do Ramadan. The big one we go to Hajj.
Okay, good.
Rasami, I always pray for myself.
So wait, after this fasting, will you do another one in the year?
Yes.
Again?
Yes.
Oh, so the fasting is two
No,
times?
it's one fasting. 30 days this one. But the Salah we do two. This one we slaughter chicken, we do Ramadan, then slaughter chicken.
So the big one, you don't do
Saudi
fasting?
Arabia, yeah, no
that
fasting.
one don't do fasting. Oh,
you
okay.
go to Saudi Arabia and you slaughter
Okay, I get it. Okay, yes, continue.
Yeah. So, peace on to everybody that is watching us. That's me. It is my prayer that myself, yourself, everybody that I care about, do not fall sick that they will come to beg for alms, even in private or in public.
Amen.
It is also my prayer that even my enemy should not come and beg money or beg in public for illness or in private, because it's not a good thing.
Never.
One of the things we can't wish away is old age, uncertainty, and result of our life plan and all those stuff. Those are the days I continue to complain about, just those who are actively smoking, engaging in things. But in recent time, after I've done a couple of campaigns and reached out to a couple of people, I've even get to know that even our industry, what is killing most of us the more is that we are our eating pattern, our drinking pattern, our kind of engagement pattern is also very serious. Okay. And that is causing most of us this kind of problems and so forth. Okay. But the most disappointing one or most alarming part is our insurance system and our welfare system for ourselves. They have not been individual, group, or government or consciousness to come and say, okay, there's this thing set up for you people who are in the creative economy to join and to safeguard yourself. Okay. I'm hoping, I'm praying that I'll get the guts and I'll get the needed support and also have the needed will, because you need to be able to help yourself before you can help others. So that I'll be able to push this, because this is one of the things that kills me the most. You did mention something that people supporting in hiding. This is one of the way people support in hiding. I've visited a politician who actually was doing national health insurance for over 500 people. And he did it as his birthday gift. Coded for people. He just went to the insurance and said, he's targeting aged people, he's targeting these people. But have we wake up one day and say, I'm a musician. This year, I've made huge sum of money. So coded, musical, something. It looks like 1 hour data, our records. Like, okay, me, Abbas, this year I've made a lot of money out of being an event organizer. So I want to take 10% of the $100 million I've made to just do health insurance for people. I don't want to go and dash people, they will chop in Bible fruit, smoke or whatever. But I want to do health insurance. How can I get the data to even do health insurance for them? Whether private or government insurance, to secure them. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows? Because when we say creatives, it's not only musicians. So in this country, we have theater practitioners, we have actors, we have painters, artisans that are underneath whatever we are doing. We have backstage people, the camera guy, the makeup person, the designer, a lot of people, directors and so forth, event organizers, event promoters and so forth, which are within the creative economy. And these are people who depend solely on the food or the wealth of the creatives. So how do we help these people? Sound engineers, producers and so forth. Few are lucky, they are able to help themselves. So I'm asking, if Kabobo is facing this, imagine the engineer who produces Kabobo's work. If he's facing this, who hears about it? Imagine the backing vocalist of KK Kabobo. If she had this problem, who hears about it? Who helps her? Imagine the drummer who normally drum for one of these big musicians. Who hears about it? So how do we help all these people? We are not keeping data of ourselves. We are not organizing ourselves enough. All our guards, all our association, all our society, we are all on each other's neck. Musical, Actors Guild, name it. Fight Park, wherever. We are all fighting. So I keep on asking myself, what is the work of the Creative Arts Council, the Creative Arts leadership and so forth? What are they doing? The ministry? How are they helping ourselves to unite among ourselves? First of all, we all need to understand, first of all, we are creatives and we are doing business before any political party, any other interest and so forth. If it is not an interest that will last all of us a lifetime, we shouldn't go holding the neck. It won't stop me, it won't stop my creativity if you are the leader of this association for this period of time, then the next time I take over. Or if you are the leader of this association, that I hold you to to be accountable. And I also perform my professional duties and continue to survive. So please, brother me, first of all, I won't preach for the donation angle. I'll preach for us to fix our system, create a welfare and insurance system that me, Abbas, I can walk to a SNATE, walk to social welfare, walk to an hospital or somewhere and say, okay, this month, me 200 cedis. Timofan come in social welfare. Me yaria, me buy yaria, obi yaria. Me yes na me nisika like Kekabobo. Imagine we have that before even others will come in. There's a system that is holding him tight for his dialysis.
Okay.
Last year or last 2 years or so, we lost a younger brother. Ayo.
Yeah.
He is my classmate. I was in the same school with him in the secondary school.
Okay.
He is an industry mate. We contributed, we fought. But to what extent? Amfa, he is even way younger than KK Kabobo. But Amfa, many of them. And he is one of those people who do not want to tell anybody. Like he was fighting out to the things that ni backup, ni BB, go for ni backup, kasa associations, like everybody ran dry. So I was saying, creatives in them. Obias Castle started by Brother, only dialysis way, say, na obabe donor. Only donor will cry, say, na obabe triasca. Who triasca, say, na obabe your operation. Brother, me, Yenny, na economy wait here, and young one pingo. Now, kidney, essay. Charlie, straight. It looks like that's just your last option. That Alice with family as someone drop now.
What on back now? They're more tears than that.
That's I mean.
I'm eventually.
And yes, you.
After the idea.
That's I mean. Just for the jokes. For the jokes. Oh boy, we last time no year rating me. I see this here no go for amupe akwanto bebre. You say oh we crow we now asori we din go for it some year free passport now. See your budget wo one eye cost say testicle cost say one arm cost say one liver cost say so who knows anybody here even visa document bibia ma na cost $10,000 krana or ton was see back krana you know like your tooth set krana or claim more than that to talk of the entire body. So we need to take ourselves serious.
Well, thank you, Habas. Ro, are you encouraged? Are you inspired to also do some more for the legendary Keke Kabobo, looking at what the people have done, or you would also go for to us in there because you want to minimize the noise of Yahochi and and Emano be farm balance not the day something. The day of Yahochi and something.
Even yesterday I said the same thing that yes, it is good that when people come to ask for aid, I always encourage people that if you have the means, if you are capable, don't let anything stop you. Just go to these people's aid because we are all not immune to some of these things. It can happen to anybody anytime. Okay. Yes, some of them may be lifestyle, others may also just come at you regardless of whoever you are, the amount of money that you have. I mean, spending 3,000 Ghana cedis on dialysis daily is no joke. That 3,000 Ghana cedis probably is somebody's 2-3 months salary, and you are spending it daily. Now daily they cry. Say, even if they say buy food for yourself, would you spend 3,000 Ghana cedis just on food alone daily? It is not so pleasant of a news. So, so some of these things we will sympathize with those people, but I also share in Abbas' concern in terms of us having an insurance for ourselves as an institution or as an industry.
As an industry.
Yes, we may take it for granted and say, Charlie, our own probably is hand to mouth. The informal way of doing things is more than the formal way of how things are being done in other sectors. But it doesn't mean we are not humans. So we are also humans. It is some of these happenings that were able to push certain departments or certain industries to create some of these policies there. We shouldn't sit down and say we are waiting for somebody to do it before we go and follow suit. We are in our system. We know our problem.
Exactly.
We know what goes on in here. So why don't we even create policies that will suit our way of living? Rather than waiting for somebody to do it in their industry or in their sector, then we would want to adopt it. Mind you, it is a different environment compared to ours. So even if we would want to adopt it, it will take time.
will not happen in just
It will not happen in just a day or even with a twinkle of an eye. It will take time. So me, I would also champion any advocacy of social security, welfare, or everything. I know individual associations have certain welfare for its members.
Okay.
That is good. That is beautiful. But then, if it is not effective, then we are in danger.
Okay.
Because the whole thing is not covered. It is only government institutions that would say, okay, they have about 50 to 60% of good welfare standing. That is why they will even go for pension pay and all that. Yeah. In our creative art industry, see, if your money is done, you are done.
Yeah.
Like you are done. And sometimes it is not even about whether your money is done. If your relevance is down, you are done. You are done. Nothing will happen to you. And I also share in some of these concerns in terms of people who are not popular. Unfortunately, these people come and theirs become who because they are popular. How about the ones that Charlie? Nobody knows them. Different place, it will be very it will be very difficult for somebody to identify them. How about those people? And all these people are in our space. So yes, it is the responsibility of these institutions and association heads in our space to champion some of these education, because it is not only about bringing money to them, but it is about their welfare. Other industry people in other jurisdictions have been able to implement certain things that will help them in making some of these things happen. And they know their system. It is not only in our space that we have charity cases.
No.
Even in America, Hollywood, they also have their fair share.
They have.
But then,
the boy who did Home Alone.
Yes.
Didn't you hear of his story?
Exactly. Among so many others. But then, they've been able to put down policies that have minimized some of these things. Ours, me now, is getting scary for me, because it is actually the ones that are supposed to have strength and look after some of these aged people that are rather breaking down.
Okay.
So moving forward, let's advocate for our welfare system to stand in the space, and also our security system.
Okay, thank you so much, Roland Amate, for that one. As it stands now, we all know that when it is right, and when it is not right, it is not right. We pray that everybody who would want to be part of this conversation, they do it right. Whether they want to support or they want to show face, however they want to do it, they should just do it right and everything will be fine. That is what it is. Now let's move on to Afia Singathon. Looks like the stories around Afia Singathon is becoming unending. Let me say it like this. Looks like the stories are becoming unending, because almost every day there is one story here and there is one story there. I've seen someone who is even advising that if it is possible, Afia should stop going for interviews. I've seen someone talking about that, because after all, you were looking for something. You've gotten it from the Singathon. So whether you got it or not, as in whether you got a certificate or not, that particular conversational relevance is still fresh. Look for other ways, tap into it, and keep quiet. That's what some people are saying. Now, there are some reports that have been filed according to the writers. These are things that Afia Asantua Singathon is saying. One being that she was even popular before she started the Singathon. That is what our sister wants everybody to know. I don't think her popularity started just now. No. She has been popular, and that you guys should know this and not be pushing wrong agenda. As it stands now, when you go online, some are for it, some are against it as usual. But he is still adamant, always proving the best of strength in her. Now, this is a story that was captured on Graphic Showbiz front page, which is now more or less like an online newspaper. It says, I was famous before Singathon. And I want you guys to put it down. Now, the next conversation is, looks like if you are Singathon's team and other people are having clashes easily, like they're having issues here and there. And I'm here trying to review one that Nana Reagan raised online to see what wisdom we can make out of it. If you remember, there has been some back and forth with media people over the days, and it is ongoing, looking at the situation. So let's see, Richie, let's see what you have, and maybe we can go ahead to do some 1 or 2 conversations. So you can bold in from top. Good. So Nana Reagan wrote that. So Kofi Dua wrote this story in Graphic Showbiz, and when he was questioned about the story, the journalist told us that he draws his own meaning to people's statements. He draws his own meaning to people's statements. You quote someone like this in a reported story, and the best thing you can say is you draw meaning to her statement. So you have every right to report that she said. So you have every right to report what she said, or meant exactly that. I'll leave this here for discerning people to judge for themselves. Now, Rich, let me see where the error is. Where the American is saying, I think it's in the circled zone. So let me read. No, the one you were showing, there was some circled zone. If you can zoom into that particular circled zone for me to read. I said, explaining herself in a chat with Graphic Showbiz on Monday, Friday 26th, Afia Asantwa said she was famous before embarking on her Singathon project. So all those who are saying she did it to be popular are very wrong. And this is also another angle that the brother has actually given us for us to discuss. Now, let's come to the studio and ask that, is it the media that is not treating Afia Singathon right, or Afia Singathon is also not handling some issues right? Yes, this is the story. And this is some text messages that have been going on. So this one says, she's saying she didn't say that. She doesn't necessarily have to say it verbatim. The media draws meaning to statements. And this is what I'm sure this is Kofi Dua's statement, where Kofi Dua is saying, no, you cannot tell us not to write like that. But the media, we also have our own attraction to the people we write about or something like that. It says, from the guy who did the story. And Nana Reagan did not hide this one. He decided to let this one fly. If the big one flies there, Ghana earthquake will happen here. Everywhere. Is it Afia who is not handling herself well in the media, or the media people are not doing things right? And I want you to use your professional advice here. The number of times you've been out there and how some responses come. Let me get that understanding from you.
I think it's both. For people who are asking her to stop the media rounds now, I wouldn't advise her to do that.
You wouldn't advise her to stop?
No.
Why?
Because I would rather advise her to have an agenda. And that agenda is to be focused on a certain narrative.
Okay.
Because in all her communications as far as granting interviews on this matter is concerned, it looks like she has so many messages around this whole issue. At one point, she's saying, oh, she heard the news when she was about to do an event. At another point, oh, she can't access her login. At another point, oh, the GWR broke their contract with her in who should announce it first. So I ask myself, what really do you want your people to know? Now, when it comes to speculations, when it comes to what people think the truth is, Everybody is saying, both people who have evidence and people who have not. Everybody is saying something against you. And the people, the less people or the few people who believe in you, they are just waiting for what you would say for them to hold on to it. And if you give different narratives to one issue, you break even their hope in you.
Yeah.
And again, the reason why I wouldn't ask her to stop the media rounds now, but I would want her to have an agenda is that she's now representing brands. And those spotlights, she needs it. So for that, she should be going for those interviews. Besides, she's even having some, I think, event or project to raise funds for street lights and all those things.
Yeah.
And these are brands she's representing.
Are they her direct deal?
Well, for that, I've not gone into details. But I know definitely there will be partnerships with other brands. Because she signed ambassadorial deals and more.
Yeah.
So these rounds are needed for those projects. So if she's going for those interviews or those rounds, she should be able to control the narrative, control the agenda, and say, this is what I want us to talk about. But per what I have observed, the people want to go at you and you open yourself up. I think she flames up with the little push,
Provocation.
the little provocation. Then you see her boom, she catches fire and boom.
Fire.
With this, whether she said it verbatim or not, I'm not saying what the guy is also saying, as in the media also draws its own conclusion, or from people's statements should be the order of the day. If not, now can you know the kind of conclusions we draw from people? Even this statement card that he wrote, then I would say, okay, he is more or less like an agenda boy than even a journalist. Oh yes, because if you
withdraw your conclusion.
I'm not drawing my conclusion in that same manner. You understand? But there are ethics to the profession. So sometimes let's cut some people some slacks with some of these things. But my advice for the media people, those who want to be mischievous will be, regardless of how. But you can just hold yourself. You can minimize those people. You can minimize the ammunitions you give to them. When you are able to drive a certain agenda, your conversation should be one. This is what I am talking about. When she came out to say that, oh, she's lost her logins. If that was the whole conversation she was driving on every platform, I tell you, any other person's narrative would have been useless.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, me, I can't log in. I've not seen it. I'm seeing it like you're also seeing it. So what will be your argument against me? She and her team should be able to control the narrative, drive one agenda, have just a common statement and hammer it. That should be it. For some of these things there, and know how to control herself in terms of media interaction. Because wherever you go there, the people, they are just waiting for you.
Woto season. Dr. Bass, yes, continue and wrap up for us.
As I mean, this job,
Eddie,
Ubo 5 say, you know, when I saw this, I was just laughing at another radio.
I saw somebody do a Fiasa 12 post with a return cap. I said, hey, Ojo Alegba.
Our people did it.
It's not easy. They are suffering. You see, the most difficult part of this entire job, for especially my guys, is, you know, the private advisors. Private advisors, today they will tell you this, tomorrow they will tell you that. They are more like your street advisors. They will come and give you feedback. When the professionals come and give the advice, I am big brave. So first and foremost, she should close her ears to all private and public advisors. Now stick with your agenda people. Look, whether they are the worst or they are bad ones that people are painting, they have stick their neck for you out there. Not those who are calling you privately and this and that and that and that. They should also come out and stick their neck for you, and let's see whether they can stand it.
Yeah.
So those who have stick their necks, stick by them. Go by it. Now, it is a jungle fight. As my brother is saying, go to that interview. with the mindset that the people are coming at me. Stay your cool, keep calm as possible, as your best composer.
It's not easy to keep calm on the radio.
That's what I know.
Especially when you know that someone is saying something and some people might be listening.
They are lying.
Hey, not because you cannot sit down for the person to damage you before you say, I feel about hey.
That's you know the best way to take this kind of thing or look at it is like a boxing bout. Know that the person will punch you, but it's your best calculation at the punching time that makes the hair waves. It is the person's words against yours. And you see, the person always took you, as Brother Sammy always say, is the Pandora's box. So you need to be guided in such a way that it is my narrative against his narrative.
Okay.
It is my, if I consent to whatever he's saying, then it goes. But if I don't, it doesn't. So imagine you speak about this whole thing. Then I tell you, look, I think you have your own conclusion, and you have what you want to tell your
the people back.
People listening to you, your viewers or your listeners. Will you want to finish running, doing a profile or doing what do we call it? The one you normally do.
Editorial.
Do your editorial with the people, and let's hold a conversation on street lights. Let's hold on conversation on things that will develop the people. I don't think my getting or giving results out about my Singathon destroy anything in Ghana.
Never.
Stops any development in Ghana.
Never.
But street light continue to kill people today. This continue to do this. That continue to do that. Will you want to improve Ghana, or you want to be just a gossip? Do you want to be a journalist, agent of change, or you just want to be somebody who gets the numbers and draw attention to your media houses
and nothing happens?
And nothing happens, a flimsy thing. And all the people listening to you, half of them will be dead in the next 10 years by the default of doing good journalism. It's where you come from. I just wish some of them would get some of us at a particular time where our heads are calm and you'll be able to. You see, when she stay with the people, now you've taken the fight in a different way. At that time, the people who are listening now will make a conclusion of that person's statement and yours. Now they will know who is sensible, who is thinking about them. If we also need to know that it's a game of numbers everybody is playing. Any platform you get to, be very conscious that you are going to tap into their numbers.
Okay.
If they are not giving you the numbers and you look at it, bullshit them. They are nobody. They won't add anything to you because you are coming. The reason why they keep on calling you is the numbers. They are coming to suck you dry. And if they finish sucking all your fans and they lose hope in you, share. I beg you, unless kidney catch you and they will come and beg for you. Apart from that, nothing else. Nothing. When you call them that you have a project and you call them that you want to stock, if you don't have money to pay them, they won't allow you on that platform. And that is true.
Of course.
That,
when you want to.
Yes, when you want to. This is the time they want to. So at the time they want to, do you also want to? So is your agenda against their agenda? Then you set it. Okay, you are doing this brand. By the time I'll finish, I've talked about the branding. So the brand will not whatever she's doing a campaign directly. Okay, my people, she is done. Please, I just want to let you know that buy this water, buy this biscuit, buy this, and I have a street light. Imagine those things that you say at that time. The person is expecting you to reply. Imagine the smart PR Shatter did the last time. When's the person asking, okay, who is the number one designer? He said this, that. You know, the presenter himself he has gave him some heavy punch. Boom! Boom to me, sorry, because all your questions,
we have answered it.
You're freezing or
what? With him, and it's only with him. Now the people listen to him shatter more. And the news that came out that day wasn't the presenter's question, but Shatter's reply. Now, who has made use of that platform than who? It's never too late. In PR work, it's never what? Too late. Now they are still calling you. Now you can turn the thing around. Like the way this man did the thing. He can still pick you that you insulted the journalist. And everybody will ask, what insult did you give to the journalist? He said the journalist to do proper journalism. He should look into street lights and stop concern. It's two different things. He should look into the positives and stop the negative. Imagine you get super journalist, like the way she had a banter with Kwame Dazi. She's angry, right? At the last, and then say,
let me say she's not happy. I'm not too sure.
Yes, so I'm not happy at what you are doing. So do something that I'm happy about. Kwame Dazi, the way you had the energy, the effort, the zeal to even contact my team members on how I develop. Why can't you use that same energy to solve one street light problem in your area? Then you use to solve one something in Ghana so that they can say Kwame Dazi, the journalist, is able to solve this problem. I think that will solve your wahala and my wahala. Thank you.
Well, so it is what it is. We are still looking for ways that we can handle this. Ro, take over here.
Well, I've spoken about this.
You have spoken about
I've spoken about this.
Then,
just by the way, she was popular before this thing. She went to Ghana Most Beautiful and she did a couple of projects. But now she's very popular.
But that conversation,
those things, we can only talk about those who were part of then circle.
Exactly.
Those people knew her.
But in terms of national popularity, no.
She is known.
She is known.
You understand? Okay. Now beyond the circle, she's not. But my problem is the media and her.
Exactly.
In fact, I've seen a post, but I don't want to believe it is true. I've seen a post before we came to the studio where someone is saying she's thinking about going out of the UTV. You know they've
on Saturday.
Here she's thinking about going out of it because of what might happen.
She should go behind the people.
Because now you are telling lies conversation all over.
Exactly. So me that's what I'm saying. She should have a narrative for whatever they want to take to her there. People would do it regardless. But your intelligence and how you are able to control a single message is what will neutralize some of these things. And me, like what you are saying that there is news that she wants to back out. Me, if I were to be part of a team, she would not back out of that interview. She will go. She will go and Mubaka see a programming. You will think she's been programmed. It is just a single message and nothing else. This is one thing that sometimes I always tell people. There are certain people like the Shatawali who behave like politicians. We know. Ask anybody on the street, they will tell you the politician who you born something white is the next person's politician. Yet they will queue in whether rain or shine to go and vote for these same politicians because they carry a single message and that's it.
Message of hope.
That's all.
Yeah, boom.
They say give hope to the people. That is what they want to hear. Well, let's move on to other stories. We are in a political year in Ghana. What I mean is that in Ghana at the moment, so many people will be launching their campaign starting latest after Easter or from next month, because I want to believe that there are some people who have even started their preparations into the next month. And as it stands, creatives might be some of the most confused people in Ghana, because there is a section of creatives who think that if it is a politician and I become a part of him or her, trouble for me. And there are others who are also on the other side saying that, to us, we are waiting. Bring the business and we execute it. The person who has spoken next about politics, campaign in Ghana is man like Epixode. Epixode has been talking. And I want to read this story. After that, I picked the views of my panel members, Roland Amate, Abbas, and you as well. I want to pick your views on what he intends to do. This is the headline of the story captured from myjoyonline.com. And the headline reads, I'm open to composing campaign songs for political parties. This episode talking, listen and listen well. He says, I am open to composing campaign songs for political parties. And Epixode is talking. Let's read the story. Let's go deep into the story. Dancehall artist Epixode has expressed his willingness to create campaign songs for any political party that approaches him. According to the musician, he will not hesitate to take such an offer, regardless of the polarized nature of Ghanaian politics. However, Epixode said he will reserve the right to compose the song devoid of interference from the political party. He indicated he would only engage in projects that promote and inspire hope in the Ghanaian populace, not necessarily politics. Speaking on Joy Prime Celeb Bees, the dancehall artist said there are disadvantages, but it is work, and added that it is only in this part of the world that celebrities are at risk for making their political affiliations public. But if a political party comes to me for an anthem, knowing that the message is positive, I will do it. Not to give the people hope, and later be disappointed. And this is what Epixode is saying. Now, he said it. There are disadvantages, there are advantages in it. These people here follow artists as well. They should advise one artist that will be watching this. What position should you take if you're an artist and you are also confronted with whether to do or not to do, to compose a political song or not to? Abbas, let's tap into your advice.
Yes, I mean.
What would you tell an artist who has been approached by a political party to compose a political song for them?
Business position.
Business position.
Business position.
Channel care.
Business position. Take your position as a business person. Be very sure that you are one of the most important key numbers that they need, and also you are a creative that they need, because they themselves, they are also watching your behavior.
Okay.
And when you take that business decision, know the risk that is involved. Don't be a chicken. When you enjoy the sweetness of anything, they say the thing that is sweet for the mouth, it is bad for the stomach. The thing that is bitter for the mouth, it is good for the stomach. So it's either you make a decision, whether there's a sweet here and there's bitter here, or there's bitter here, there's sweet here. You can't get sweet. It's never possible. I've always tell people that, look, in life, it is either you go suffer before you go enjoy, or you go enjoy before you go suffer. It is either way, whether you are a rich man's son or a poor man's son, those two things will happen to you in your life. Unless you don't want to, you've not had the patience to have the full length of your life.
Okay.
Those two will not happen to you. But no matter what, even if you spend a day, the way nature have created itself, you will enjoy that. And that is something we all need to pay attention to.
Okay.
And when we, the creatives, especially the business managers of these talents, and if they don't have, they need to start looking for it. Start thinking in that direction. Because when you come to me and my artists say, okay, these people have approached us, or they want us to do something, do the best song for them. The best song that, look, even if you stream it on your platform, you make money off the normal campaign season. People will jump to it.
Like Nasi did on Apple.
Yeah.
Nasi's song, look, is NDC. I'm MPP. I jump to it.
But do you know assistants now? There are some people who have issues with Nasi.
They will, because anytime they sit on it.
The last time Nasi had a concert at National Theatre, when we went there, he invited dignitaries. But the ones we saw mostly were NDC folks.
Yes.
I want to believe he might have invited some other.
He said he did.
He said he did.
He said he did.
Okay. So, brother,
He said he did.
If he did invite them, they also think very well. Look, because they come in there as a risk for their business, and nobody risk his food venture for anybody. So far as baby, I would don't risk it, because you don't know what the next man is thinking about. You have been on a table, and 1, 2, 3, you all have agreed that this guy is a bitch. Then you alone, because that guy is also a friend of yours, then you wake up and go. Do you know what these two people will call you? A rat? Do you want that label? So is that how you tell that guy that, Charlie, me, I understand your position, what you do, I love what you do, but to show face I can't, but to show money I can, or to do something else for you I can't. Do you get it? I've said it backstage and front stage on media platforms that, look, Nasi's music is good. If you take all the politics and sometimes you just enjoy the music, you enjoy it and it's good. And I've been on table where good people whose loyalty to MPP cannot be doubted for a second enjoy his music, and they play it. And they ask themselves, why not this guy, our guy? Do you get it? Why not us? Then some of us will say, why not we go and contract him? Let's go and give him money. So if let's ask Nasi too, if MPP bring him good money, will he do a music for them? Will you do a solid campaign song? Imagine in election year, people like Nasi should be playing one song for party A, another song for party B, and those songs should be trending.
But Nasi has done a song for MPP before.
You get it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he said it.
He's done a song for
Yeah.
MPP.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said
So
it.
why is it not trending?
No, not now. Not recent.
Not,
Like
one.
not
long,
recently.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
long he
Oh,
did
okay.
and did NDC.
Yeah. He said it.
You should be able to enjoy that in this economy. Now they shouldn't do a song that they will just give to the party people and they will keep it. They should do a song that okay, it's yours, we've done for you, but we're also going to put it on our various platforms. We are going to shoot a music video to it and it's classy. Imagine Kwame Eugene doing a song for NDC and also doing a song for MPP, or doing a song for MPP and shooting an international level something for it, and he's streaming, and people in other countries who don't know our politics are streaming and enjoying, and he's getting the money. Anytime you insult him in Ghana or you block his opportunity somewhere, when you go and look at the account and he's looking at the cash or his company label are looking at the account, oh, he's worth it. After all, it's worth it. But some people just go in with their passion and also join the hook of the hope. When a politician come to you and say, oh, do us a song, my son, when we win, we will chairman, drop 300 something, drop this, we will do for you. But chairman, if you don't drop it, me, I'm not going to go anywhere and go and do anything, no. Boss, that be it, it's pure business. If you like, when you come, don't mind me, but at this juncture, do the needful and I'll do it. That way the person will even take you seriously. I mean, this guy is a business guy. He knows that when the other party also come to him, that's how. Don't come and also be, because the way you are speaking to the politician is also analyzing whatever you are saying, how you are thinking and everything. So he knows that then you were not with them. He came to you, all of a sudden you are with them. They give you something small, then no. You let him know, I'm not with you. I'm not for you. I'm from the business. When you go and somebody also come, I'm for the business. That doesn't mean I'm coming to go against you or whatever. Me, I'm just for the business, which benefits me, and that is it. And I'm good to go. Because others also behave as sycophants. They come to them and they will be, all over the place, all around the politician, misbehaving, do things. And even people ignore them at a popular in a very loud place. That is so clear that you're becoming a nuisance to the politician, which is not good of a creative and is not good for our business. So basically, I will ask that when they come to you, focus on the business.
Okay.
Let's do the business and get the money, and you are good. So anytime they insult you, you refer to the money. Anytime people cancel you or eliminate you on things, you just look back at that money they give you and use it to console yourself.
Well, Ro,
As
take over.
Every decision you take has its own advantages and disadvantages.
Every decision in the world.
Every decision.
In fact, the other day I was telling someone that if you're an adult, don't be scared of decisions. After all, when the repercussions come, they will hit your chest.
Full chest. full chichi.
And not anybody's chest.
Of course, full chichi. So the thing, when you look at it critically, and in our space, we know most of our cocoa season is driven by seasons. A seasonal. We have the peak season and the dry season. Sometimes we have more peak seasons, sometimes we have less peak seasons. And what will guide you in making or being able to identify some of these seasons and positioning yourself into it has to do with your brand and what you represent.
Okay.
There are certain musicians, no matter what you do, they can't get themselves involved in some of these political conversations because of how they've positioned their brand or how they've carved their niche. They can't be part. But others are utility players. They can do everything because of how they've been able to program their brand. So, if you should put Sarkodie down and push Atawale down, these two people, or no, let me take Sarkodie. Sarkodie will be a bad example. Let me take Sarkodie out and put a musician that probably has campaigned for, okay, let me use an actor, maybe some of these actors that have campaigned for these political parties. Those that Prince David will say, good. Omamu Yomonim campaigning ma MPP. Somebody like Shatawale stood on an NDC stage, performed. Stood on an MPP stage, performed. Yet, when the country goes into crisis, people will prefer to go and hold Prince David Osei's neck and leave Shatawale.
No, David Osei campaigned.
I am not saying he did not campaign. But there
is a clear difference between what David Osei did
but
and what
there are
Shatawale did business.
There are even other people who did not even come to say they are campaigning. An example is Sarkodie. He's been suffering this every day. Sarkodie never campaigned for any political party as far as I'm concerned. He's never stood on any platform to say, oh, I am campaigning for this political party or that political party. The only thing that he said is the fact that he believed in MPP's free education thing. And that's all. And whenever there is crisis, Sarkodie's name is being mentioned. Meanwhile, Shatawale chop here, chop there. They are not holding his neck because of how his position has brand. Epixode, I am very happy, is doing adverts. This one is adverts. I am available, don't call me. Come, because that's, I mean, when you take the money and you chop, the insult you will get. You determine the effect of the insult on your brand. Sarkodie is being insulted every day.
Yeah.
But has that affected his money cash flow? No. Sarkodie is being insulted every day. Diana Samoa. Oh, one fantastic woman. Is enjoying now. Her fruit of her labor. Has the insult reduced the money she is getting from the political party? No. So the thing here, yes, it has its own disadvantages. Certain doors would be closed because of your affiliations. So if you are taking the decision to do this or to embark on this particular move, unfortunately in our space, the understanding of, okay, he is doing business is not that high. So you are likely to face some of these commentaries or even this backlash. So when you are choosing which one to do for, make sure you are going all out. In fact, as much as Nasi sometimes will be paying out of the fact that, oh, he even with his recent concert invited certain people and he did not show up. If you ask him, does he regret doing this? He will tell you no. Because the after effect or the advantages that has come or have come out of he doing this, when he weighs compared to the disadvantages, the advantage overweighs the disadvantage. So he sees it as a win. That is why when you ask him, have you regretted, will you do it again? He will tell you, yes, I will do it. I will do and do again a million times. That's it. So if you want to choose carefully. Because for whatever it is, the backlash there it will come. And if you don't choose, people will choose and they will chop the money. And when the backlash comes, it will come to you that you even sat your somewhere and said, I will not choose anything. Because at the end of the day, you are part of the popular people, which is why some people hate others who don't vote and say, if you don't vote, certain people will go and make decisions for you. And at the end of the day, the effect of whatever decision they make will also come and affect you. So, what the barrier hammer ya how there? Case closed.
Well, the season is here. The season is here. Me, I can only say look sharp. That is how simple I can put it.
Look sharp.
The other day, I remember one of my friends who was getting some gigs from these political parties was running away. And my friend was scared to cash out. My simple message is that the season is here. If any opportunity drops, look sharp. Maybe what we have to do is to educate our fans, because I know sometimes some of our fans also get disappointed when they see some of these things.
Of course.
Raising Ochame Kwame
came out
writing press releases when he was called to work that he is not an NPP person and that he has just been called to contribute his quota to the NPP manifesto on the creative arts. Reason he would come to speak like that.
So he like that. Me, I think he's being smart. because with him, then it means the conversation has not gotten to the level that he is satisfied yet. So he is weighing his options. He is telling the other people indirectly that these people, I'm not done with their conversation yet.
Okay.
So if you can bring a different conversation that will overweigh theirs, I am still open. So my name that you are seeing on their blackboard, no, on their white tape, no, it is there. But I am also good for transfer. If your money is good, come. The release clause, come and trigger it, and I'll come.
Okay, let's look at the very last story, and it is about Afrobeat. Afrobeat, that is the very last story. The last story is about Afrobeat. Ghana, Nigeria, Afrobeat. There is a young, not very young, he is an active member of the industry, of the arts industry here in Ghana and in Nigeria. His name is Smile Baba. Smile Baba has been living a good number of his years here in Ghana as a creative person. And as it stands now, he's put out something that has gotten me thinking. In fact, I've been thinking, and anytime I'm thinking about something, I want to bring it on board for the board of directors to also discuss it. Today, the board of directors are Roland Abate and Abbas. They are the board of directors. Now, board of directors, listen and listen carefully so we can discuss it. Richie, put Smile Baba's post on the screen and let me read it. His name is Samuel Darlington Omokape. So at the moment, Smile Baba is somewhere in Dallas, Texas, in the United States of America. It says, just finished listening to Fefenefe. Look at how he spelled it. Fefenefe. A song recorded by TikTok featuring Tony Tetula, amongst other great hits by Nigerians and Ghanaians. If you compare songs produced at the time, you'll realize that Ghanaian music scene was more matured in terms of production and even video quality. Nigerians should be thankful that my bosses Kenny Ogungbe GCOB and Dayo Adeneye, founders and owners of Kenny's Music, invested and believed in Nigerian music and culture that is now known as Afrobeat. My opinion, I think Afrobeat should be co-owned or claimed by Ghana and Nigeria, with Ghana as majority shareholder, looking at the input of the likes of VIP, TikTok, etc., all blazing on Nigerian radio and TV stations at the time with the help of Kenny's Music. Strategically, Nigerian music started gaining more grounds in Ghana through my syndicated radio and TV show, Smile Time Africa, on major platforms, GH1 TV, Viasat1, Vibe FM, Plus FM, etc. Mind you, my show on those platforms didn't air for free. I was paying for airtime, and that one I can confirm. At the time, I had African Top 5, and most of the time, my team and I placed the number of songs in Nigeria as number 1 in Ghana, just to promote Nigerian music. Hey, listen to that line well. Is that at the time I had African Top 5, and most of the time my team and I placed the number of songs in Nigeria as number 1 in Ghana, just to promote Nigerian music, which really helped the Afrobeat movement. In all, Afrobeat should be co-owned by Ghana and Nigeria. Kudos to the Play Ghana team for taking the movement to Nigeria. But again, you must be ready to invest, as myself and team did back in the days. It is not just to talk about it. You must invest in it and push it. Ghana has what it takes, with the likes of Camido, King Promise, Stonebwoy, Kiddy, etc. Those boys should be making millions from shows in Nigeria every weekend and competing with the boys on the streets of Lagos, Abuja, just like VIP and TikTok were rocking the airwaves in Lagos back in the days. Yours truly, Smile Baba. This is him.
Yeah.
Yes, and when he said he was doing his shows on Plaza FM and other Plaza, he was playing that one. I can confirm because at the time I was also working with Plaza FM, so I know I think his show was on Saturdays or so, and he'll come and speak his accent, you know. Smile Baba. I love you, KK. Hey, this discussion. Why did he wake it up? Why did he wake this discussion up? Because it was sleeping. As Smile Baba comes and he's going to stir feathers again. Ro,
That's happening.
Smile Baba has said some key things. One, Afrobeat should be proudly co-owned
by
Ghana and Nigeria, and not one person claiming entire ownership line.
With majority shareholder being.
Oh, I ignore that. With majority shareholders being Ghana. 2, there was a deliberate attempt to dump Nigeria's music on us. He deliberately dumped Nigerian music on us. So even if the song was not qualified, he put it at number 1 on his top 5 African songs, just to make sure he gets into our market. 2, he also invested money, paid, and that one I'm saying, I'm confirming, indeed he paid to get his way through that particular market. Today we are here. He's also saying that as it stands now, looking at the terrain, some Ghanaian artists should be cashing out big time in Nigeria. Some Ghanaian artists should be making millions of naira every weekend in Nigeria. Is that one happening? No. What is happening? What they happen? What is the problem?
I want to read this shortly. The meaning of propaganda.
Yeah.
The first one says information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote a political cause or point of view. And they've underlined biased. And I want us to also focus on a point of view used to promote a political cause or a point of view. We know politics is very expensive.
Fact.
Anybody who would want to run a propaganda, it doesn't come cheap. Turning people's mind to a certain direction whilst they are used to another direction is not cheap. You need to invest in all aspects. Smile Baba has given us the word of God. In fact, they should be studied even in churches. The long and short, the dragging, the pushing and pulling of this Afrobeat thing, he's giving us the whole conversation in just a very simple piece. And I like the fact that he acknowledged also the effort that they, even the Nigerians, put in this conversation. Linking it to our recent brothers who are championing the Play Ghana movement. He is telling them what they did that made Ghana play Nigeria. So if they want any other country to play Ghana, first of all, it is not cheap. Second, you need to drive a single message, a single agenda. What is the agenda? That particular agenda, we are playing it till it enters your soul. And to Smile Baba and his bosses, that agenda is make Nigeria song popular in this place. That was the agenda, nothing more, nothing less. So yes, you may have the most trending songs in Africa, but you lie back, a single Nigerian song will enter. They know that probably they don't qualify us at that point. But what is the agenda? What is the propaganda? Yes, it is biased, we know. It is to drive a course, we know. But if the effect is going to serve us good, forget everything. The people that we are competing with, probably they are complacent or they are sleeping. And that is what they did.
They were not even aware entirely that there was a competition.
Whether they were aware or not, we had an agenda and they had an interest. They had an agenda and they had an interest. So let's not kid ourselves or be entitled and say, oh, they are not playing our song, they are not playing our song. No. They did not force us to play their song. So it was a deliberate attempt with a mind, and both in finances and personnel. Small Baba has been in Ghana for God knows how long. I am even surprised he even doesn't have a Ghana card yet.
Who tell you? Maybe you have.
Well, me, I will not be surprised. Small Baba is now a Ghanaian. Oh, forget Small Baba is now a Ghanaian. Like the number of years this man has been and the things that he's done in this country, forget. He's literally a Ghanaian. And look at how they even plant people in our space, even our own people. I know some of my colleagues who work for Ashake, who works for Davido, and the likes. But some of them have met these people, others have not even seen them.
Yeah.
You think patriotic trooping in and out of your country is just because your country is nice, Ama? There is an agenda. And as Africans or as Ghanaians, if we want the world to hear of the things that we are doing, let's plant. You see all the big labels around that everybody is looking at going to them. We have Africans there. We have Ghanaians there. We have Nigerians there. That is where the agenda should be. For Ghana holding the majority share of this whole Afrobeat conversation, I always say there's a difference between what is supposed to be and what it actually is now. What's supposed to be is that Ghana should be the majority shareholder in this conversation. But unfortunately, what it is currently is some people who are eager, who are ready to be the majority shareholder, have gone to find, even if it is loan, to come and buy the majority shares. So if you want it back, you have to break your bank in all aspects, whether officially or unofficially, in order for us to claim this majority share of this whole conversation. We are supposed to be holding it by now. But are we even ready? Do we even have the strength? Should they even give us the majority share? Do we even have the strength to be able to hold the stock, control the market? We don't. So if we want the majority share back as it is rightfully ours, we need to break everything that we have. It is not only about holding the title of majority shareholder, but the work that comes with it to hold the fort, to control the market, to rig in profit. That is where the conversation goes. Not who is the majority. As for the contribution there, nobody doubts Ghana and Nigeria are contributors to this Afrobeat movement. Nobody, both international and local, nobody. But in terms of who is the majority shareholder, now they will not, because they have bought it. And they bought it with all that they have. So they can't just come and just leave it for you like that because you think, oh, morally, you deserve to be the majority shareholder. No. It is just like Jacob and Esau's story. One was the elder, but naively sold his birthright to his junior brother. So until we come to realization and know what is actually at stake and know this is the competition, still Ghana has not even been able to identify the competition at hand. So even championing Play Ghana is a joke. or looks like a joke in everybody's eyes. Because you don't even know what the competition is. Yet you want to go and fight some. That is how it looks like. So that's why I like the fact that he was able to put a line there for the people who are championing Play Ghana. For them to know that the competition has moved from you just using your mouth. It has moved to a different realm. So if we really want the birthright back, the majority shareholder side back, we need to do more than we are doing. We need to know now the competition has even gone far beyond which artists do you have. What number of songs do they have? What is their repertoire? No. The competition has now gone to who are you affiliated to? Who are your affiliates? Mention them. Like the day you ask, who is your father? Mention your father's name. Let's see if he can come to the table and have a conversation. If we know we don't, let's keep quiet. Enjoy whatever we are enjoying. If we are ready to control the market, then we'll go and fight for majority share.
Okay, Abbas, wrap up the show for us.
Brasami,
Yes.
these are things of phase 1
Okay.
and phase 2.
Okay, make it snappy.
Yeah, very snappy. Starting with the phase 1, Nigerians were fighting against 419, Yahoo boys, corruption, and their aim or their goals was to give hope home and abroad. Genuine Nigerians, legitimate Nigerians face the difficulty, the embarrassment. I've seen a Nigerian fighting with all his strength just to tell people that I'm not what you are painting me or perceive me to be.
Okay.
I am not. So I need to work on whatever. And don't. That's why most of them, before they start any conversation with you, they are aggressive. They don't allow white, black, whatever race you are to override them in anything.
Okay.
It has been there locally for them because anytime you need to fight for your own struggle. And that we need to have it in mind. For most of us in this part, it's not like that for us. We are laid back. We let people conclude for us and so forth. Now, there's also other things that have been for them. Individuals and governments have genuine interest in improving their system, knowing that it will come back to them. Some individuals who sacrificed were the Kenny Music, Ozo O3 Media, and some other. And others are benefiting now. They know, they assume the Alaba market will die. It is dead now. But now their YouTube is working strongly. Is it not working for them?
It is.
Their streaming is working for them. Is it not working for them?
It is.
Their international solid partnership, is it not working for them?
Fact.
They have Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo movie industry. All those industries are working. But there are people in Ghana who are still killing and forcefully killing the only local movie sector that is even moving, Kumawood. They are trying with all their effort, any way they can, to designate or insult that industry from rising. They are doing all their
Make
best.
it look less of itself.
Less of itself. And others are also striving, trying to let it. Now, what they are not getting is that, look, if you are killing your brother, don't forget, if he is dead, when somebody comes to attack you, you don't have any soldier, you don't have any backup. No matter how you are enemy with your brother, if an outsider comes to attack you, if not at all, you will think you are friends and see that you have numbers. So you will be afraid, you will be calculative in their dealings. Now, Brasami, they invest. I've seen investment. I was one of their investments. They took me to their market, trained me, because they think I have passion, I have know-how. Now I have skills that benefits me. You can't tell me any day, anyhow, for me to be bad to them. What have you invested in me? They don't call you and say work for Nyami, work for no, they pay you. They pay you dollar.
Good money.
They send you to other markets. Brother, Ghanaians are watching Nigeria. Always they keep on, and I'm tired. They are in Burkina Faso, brother. I was in Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Liberia. Which Ghanaian artist now will send the Ghanaian, like Links right now should be sending people out. Some labels, some artists Shatta Wale by now should have people in Nigeria, in Burkina Faso, in Ivory Coast, calculatively positioning things for him. Because if you don't get, you will be shocked. He said, Kenny Music, they are my bosses. They say, okay, you like traveling. You are a student in Ghana. You've gone as a Nigerian, you are a student in Ghana. Stay there. This is a job we'll do for you. Find calculatively. One of the job is to consciously position Nigeria. So when you do playlist, no matter how bad the Nigerian music is, number 1, number 2, number 3, we can hear 4 or 5. And consciously, subconsciously, it settles. When we were talking about superstars those days, it was VIP. The likes of Whiskey and Co said it.
Yeah.
When they were seeing artists in Elop Kota and all those stuff, it was VIP. Take Tack and Co, and they come grandeur. And Nigerians don't have problem. You see, that's their problem about us. They don't have problem in enjoying our music. And they didn't fight it the way we are fighting it now. Subtle, subliminary. Okay, so what is our agenda? Anytime they mention Nigeria, they mention 419. Anytime they mention Nigeria, they mention Yahoo. Anytime they mention Nigeria, they mention corruption. Now do they mention them like that? Anytime they mention Nigeria, they mention Nollywood. Anytime they mention Nigeria, they mention Afrobeat.
Burna Boy.
Yes, anytime they mention Nigeria, they mention something positive. Before you bring that in, they will use that one to confuse you. You settle. And it is working for them. Now, they were deliberating every effort. It took years to plant.
Now, one has been exposed in this particular right.
Yes. It took deliberate, apart from this kind of deliberacy, it took deliberate to train people, position people in various markets. It took deliberate of individuals and government. Then it got to a time they were sending a lot of students to Ghana. You know, Ghana became the hub of Nigerian education. All those people, what music do they consume? When they hold party, what music do they consume? You are their Ghanaian friend, they are Nigerians, they are party and they are party hard. And they are playing their song. Won't you play some? They are Nigerians, they come to a club and you are Ghanaian, you are seated there, individual Nigerian man. You will take $1 and go and pay your DJ. You come on 10 cedi, 5 cedi, you can't spray your DJ. Who do you want that DJ to play?
You can't flip money.
No. Who do you want that DJ to play? Nigerian man will look, will buy and sing for DJ. MC, say give MC and sing. Give DJ and sing. Give club manager and sing. Play me Nigerian music. No any other music. Nigeria. You the Ghanaian. Common beer. Catfish cry can't buy for the DJ.
Catfish they have to buy. Buy catfish and let's support you.
He can't. So, Brasami, they are deliberate. Their government will come into our system. Those days, they were buying us a police car. They were buying things. They were doing things for us. They were taking East Lagos. So, Lagos Avenue. Do you think they were doing all those things for just a joke? They know your country holds a lot of quality brand values. And people knows that when you associate with Ghana is paying people, they are truthful people. So when you associate with them and Ghanaians say you are good, it is valid in anywhere that you are good. Why will a Nigerian go to any extent to have a Ghanaian passport? Then you put Okechukwu still on that passport. It is the brand, the Ghana. So if you don't know the value, they can't come to you Ghana and say, oh, you sell us Ghana. They need to associate with you. There are places I go in Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire and all this. When I say Ghana boy, they don't even frustrate me and so forth. And at a point, my boss tell me that is one of the reasons why because they notice that when their boys come there, either the boys are doing this with the DJs and so forth. So the DJs even don't want to listen to them. When they say, oh, he's going to and you tell you are Nigerian, they don't even want to listen to them. But they notice, okay, when we get another person from another place and we come in, they will listen. And they were listening and they were playing their music. Now, Rasabi, you see, when they say work hard and work smart is one of the style that Shatta Wale is using now. Okay, Bankole is their guy. He knows the thing. Me, I don't know. Let me accept that I don't know. Let him come. After all, Connect is connecting. Connect has done things that a lot of people in this industry never thought it would be done. And some of them are sitting, banging their head. Why not we? Well, you are still in your localized term. You are not thinking hard. You are not thinking smart. So, Connect will surely be connecting and will be beating you. And you see, one of the things is that when you move out of your comfort zone, I saw the way people were out of their comfort zone talking about Shatawale. I said the last time, Jay Foley, he was at a space that when you look at the faces of everybody, it looks like we are just two talking about that. And he was saying it effortlessly. Did he pay for him or not? And when he pay for you like that, your loyalty what? Grows. Yeah. There are people that you talk about them 1 billion times, they still won't appreciate you. Even come on, thank you, Ebebo. So will you want to kill yourself for them? And Nigerians know how to do that. Basami. They will. Right now when you tell them, hey, this is Basami Shatawale manager, I swear you, Whiskey will see you lie down. Baba, hey. What will you get out of that? He will not give you money, but the way you feel good, you feel big, your head will swallow, and you want to do something for him. Look, the last one I have is consistency. For the last 20 years, Nigerians have been deliberate about this effort. And they are not shy in telling you that they are deliberate. Look, play Ghana, play whatever. Look, these people, by next year, when another government comes or any other thing, they will be tired. They've gone asleep. Back to Ghana or return to Ghana or year of return. If any government flip right now, they will be tired. They won't do it again. So you ask yourself, is it for Ghana?
They can't be tired.
So you ask yourself,
like we are dead in this
we're also watching. Let's watch. Whether when another government shows up right now, all those people who are helping the diaspora, whatever, will they help the incoming government? Or the incoming government will call on them and say, Charlie, you've been doing it well, so let's bring our people. Or they will sabotage them and be looking for a new set of people to come and still organize that. Or they will close that office down and say, oh, the year of return office have closed down. They will do something else. Then before you see, they've taken 3-4 years to mess it up. And Ghana will be sleeping whilst the Lagos Arena is active. And then December will be off there.
Bibi Abe fine. As it stands now, Smile Baba has told us or has revealed one of the secrets in the Nigerian music industry. The agenda of how they penetrated into Ghana, took what was so powerful here and became a part of it. Used their numbers to overshadow us, and today the world recognizes them. Well, I still say it is a strategy. If you live in a world that there is no strategy for you, you are sure going to struggle. And that is what they've done, and they've won. They've won, whether you like it or not. But what is next? That is unknown. We will continue with this conversation some other time. Let me say thanks to Roland Amate, thanks to Abbas Muiz, thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who did our camera for us, Richie Flex, editor, director. And my name is Sammy Flex. Tap send. Thanks for being a part of this show. Tap send is for you. Sending money from abroad to Ghana. Get an app on your phone. And again, remember to use the wallet. The wallet is for you to save money on your phone. Do it today and thank me later. But hey, remember to use the promo code SammyFlex. With this, more moolah, like some people say, more money for you. I'll see you when I see you again. We're out of here. Bye-bye.